let me tell y'all why I hate this motherfucker right here. Now, before anybody starts crying, it's not that I hate Boruto. I just hate this Boruto. Because in all honesty, timeskip Boruto looks pretty fucking cool. But then they blue balled us by showing us this shit first, and then they were just like,
yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
And it's not that I'm mad that they did that like that. It's the fact of they did it, and they just left us with a whole bunch of garbage ass filler bullshit for like the first, I don't even know how long, how many years. And I'm mainly saying this regarding to the anime itself, not necessarily the manga, because yeah, I've read the manga and it's got moments where I'm like, man, this is really good, and then it goes back to disappointing me really quick. Now, before I go fully into why I just don't like the show, let me talk about some things that I actually do really like about the show before everybody just thinks that I'm just a complete hater and have no idea what I'm talking about. First and foremost, I want to talk about some of the characters and the fan service they do in this show. Like with Asuma's daughter was such a cool moment, Kosh and Koji, and mainly just a lot of the villains in this show are just pretty well written, or just really diverse and just different in general. Like they're so cool. Jigen, the list can go on. Another thing that is like really beautiful about the show is the hand-to-hand combat, and just the fighting in general looks so well designed, and it just looks so fluent. Sidebar, I'm actually really happy they went with the Momoshiki design in the show instead of the movie, because if I'm being honest, the movie one was okay, but it's not better than the one in the show. Now, getting into the time skip, I'm not going to talk about all the abilities and crazy shit that goes on. I'm just going to say go read for yourself. You may or may not like it. I'll leave that up to you. The one thing I want to talk about is who designed these outfits, because why is everybody dripped out like that? Who did this? And another thing I like and understand and agree with is that this is a new generation type of show. Yes, sometimes you have to let go of the older generation characters, even if they were some of the main priority characters. I understand, I get it. While also letting go of some of the older generation characters though, they still show them having progress in just their life in general, which I still find really cool. Now, that obviously does not pertain to every character, because we still got characters like Kiba. He still fucking sucks. Now, with all that being said, let's really get into why I just don't care for Boruto. Firstly, I want to say, before the time skip, just Boruto in general is by far one of the most annoying main characters I have ever seen. He's also, as a character, overprivileged and is mad about being overprivileged. He has both of his parents, who, by the way, are two of the most goated characters in the entire series, and he's still mad. Like, literally, Boruto lived in a time in a Leaf village where there were little to no problems, and he still found a way to be a fucking dickhead. Another thing I kind of really didn't understand is that why didn't anybody tell Boruto about how Naruto grew up and what really happened back then? Like, why was that never a conversation had prior to him meeting Sasuke and having that whole time skip shit? Like, why did no one tell this kid about who his dad is and why he's one of the goats? Like, why did they do the whole third Hokage treatment shit to him? Another thing I don't like is how bad they kind of disrespected the OG characters from like Naruto's generation. Because who the fuck designed Gaara, and why does his hair look like a proud soccer mom? And it also seems like they just kind of didn't care about a lot of the older characters, and they just made them more useless than they already were. My initial gripe was like, in the beginning, the pacing sucked, and the way they introduced a lot of the new characters, they just didn't have a lot of good qualities to them from what it seems, and it was kind of disappointing. Now, I'll say after the time skip, it actually looks pretty promising, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's fucking peak, because you motherfuckers say everything is peak, and that shit is mad fucking weird. Let that shit go. The last thing I'm addressing is, why is the Konohamaru hate so forced? Like, what's up with y'all? Y'all good? With all of that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I know I'm about to have a lot of people upset with me about what I've said in this video. That's cool. We can have a conversation about it. I'm always down. That shit's dope. Let's have fun. Just be respectful. That's all I'm saying. I love y'all, and y'all have a great one.
Peace out.